And in fact, in those 4 words, if I only knew, is the power to create the life and the business you've always desired. In those 4 words. That's it. It's the most significant one, it's the most impactful lesson, unfortunately, is a lesson I learned in tragedy. This picture was taken about 9 months before Greg's death, 30 years ago. And he made us feel like we mattered. He was one of the few people in the whole school where we felt valued and like he actually cared about us. And I still remember it like yesterday, almost over 30 years ago, standing there and saying, wow, 19 years old and he figured out the secret of life. He had. Treat people like they matter. Make sure they feel valued. The lesson from a tragedy is really the lesson of life and to transform your business. We live in a culture that most people's bar is set firmly at mediocre, at getting by, at okay, fine, or even survival. And so when we have those huge years of incremental achievement, that magical 5, 10, aggressive 15% improvement over mediocre, where did it take us? It didn't take us where we wanted to be, it took us where it was safe. If I only knew. You see, I believe that every single one of us came out of the womb perfect and brilliant. And the problem is we spent the rest of our lives picking up a bunch of what I'm going to talk about tonight are stories. Stories that other people told us and we picked them up and said, that sounds true.
Jeff touched some raw nerves, and I think when he said that tonight, it was kind of a lightning strike for me that said, gee, you know, you have some stories too, maybe that you ought to be investigating.
The essence of building these relationships and connecting with your clients and customers to create the world-class experience is simply a matter of listening for their stories and personalizing their experience based upon those stories. Think about the impact of this. If your team members woke up every day and went to work focused on possibilities instead of being realistic. In their heart, they were focused on unleashing instead of getting things done. If their core commitment every day was to transformation instead of hitting some goals. And how would your life change if every day you decided to live the life you were meant to live? Not the one someone else wrote for you, not the one told you that you were worthy of, the one that's in your heart. How many times have we had to do something and we went to make that call and said, no, I'm not going to call them because if I call them, they're going to keep me on the phone for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't have time for that. Wow, what a horrible problem. My customer or client wants to talk to me. I can't do that. Let me send them an email because I need to be efficient with them. I need to be time efficient. We're doing this to ourselves. The investment in those extra few minutes changes everything. I can't do that. We can't do that. You ever had that conversation in your business? That's too big. That's too hard. We can't grow our business 100%. We've never done it. It's too big. We can't create world-class experience. It's too hard. We're too far behind. So how do we beat the system? How do we beat society? How do we beat culture? How do we connect to our clients and customers? They have a story to tell. Your job is to listen, capture it, and utilize that information to personalize it.
You should be concentrating on the needs of your customer and building that relationship. And that's what all life is about. It's building that relationship.
Jeff just has a powerful presence. He has just an aura about him that you know that he's been there, done that. He's every man in that he's had some severe failings. He's also have a lot of successes, and he's willing to be open and vulnerable and share all of those.
Every corporation could use Jeff.
just worry about who you were meant to be and why you are here and the impact that you will create every day. If I only knew, now we all know. Thank you.